the February one. I don't know when it's not going to be the February one, but oh well. All right. Chat is connected now. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hello. Would Nightfluff know what a window is? Like, would Asuka tell Nightfluff? This is a very important question. Because surely the kitty pets know what the windows are. And then Asuka's only friend is a kitty pet. And surely Asuka has known what the window is. But did Asuka get that information to Nightfluff? This is really complicated. I'm just gonna go with yes for the sake of simplicity. Yes, Nightfluff knows what a window is. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to figure out how to change the lyrics. Hello, Ace. That was complicated for no reason. Hello. I'm just like, Nightfluff, do you know what a window is or not? Nightfluff! You lived in a barn for, like, your entire adulthood, almost. Well, mine started a week ago. Mine started, hold on. Okay. So mine started, not on May. Why am I on May? April, okay. Mine started April 3rd. Okay. And so it ends today. There we go. That was needless. Why is my calculator open? Go away, calculator. As I was trying to say about Nightfluff, she only stops living in the barn because they can't cram the entire rebellion into the barn. So the Moonlight Rebellion moves over to close to the area where Recoil lives, but they have a different cave. So Recoil just kind of sees them and is like, oh, cats. I'm gonna pretend I'm not here. And that's how Recoil really gets her reputation as the crazy one who lives in a cave. Because the Moonlight Rebellion just sees her chattering to herself in her cave, pacing in circles. And so they're just like, okay, that's a crazy old woman who lives in a cave. Little do they know, Recoil and Nightfluff are like the same age. Everyone thinks Recoil is old. Recoil and Nightfluff are the same age. When I say everyone, I don't mean like the audience. I mean like the characters in universe. Then again, some of the audience does think Recoil is old, so guess it's true either way. Where did the other quote go? Where did the other one go? Go away, stupid AI thing. We love warrior cats here, sometimes. I don't know who you're asking, but no, I'm not human. Nope. Never have been. Never will be. Nope. Humans are weird. I don't know why I ended up on this planet with you humans, but it is what it is, I suppose. Fun fact, y'all, this video is the one I'm gonna post on Mother's Day. Rejoice. You will finally have happy Night Fluff content. And not depressed Night Fluff content or depressing Night Fluff content. Rejoice! I'm giving this girl a break. Night Fluff couldn't catch a break if it killed her. Quite literally. Because the last time she had a break, Saffron died! I mean, I guess it didn't kill her, but still. Yes, Red, what is it? Okay, I will write that down. Metaphorically. I can't spell lullaby, fuck. You know, sometimes you can tell what words I have never ever spelt before by how hard it is for me to fucking write them. I have never ever written lullaby. Like, in a story, it is never... Like, this is just a random thing I've noticed. If I don't use a word in any of my stories, I will not be confident in my spelling of that word, and usually spell it wrong. Like, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I see the word lullaby a lot. Spell something difficult. No! Don't put me on the spot like that! I rely too much on spell check. I can't be put on the spot like this. That's not even a joke, man. I wish it was. I rely on spell check so often. I'll be like, what the fuck is this word that I'm trying to spell? I know this word. It's one of my favorite words. And yet if I try to spell it, I will die. Oh my god, yes. I still misspell definitely sometimes. I have to double check and be like, oh wait, that's not how that's spelled. Yeah, that reminds me, when I was younger, I used to say exactly because for some ungodly reason, I couldn't say exactly. It was always exactly. I don't know why those extra syllables spawned in, but they did. I love writing. I don't much like the spelling part. Sometimes I'll be trying to spell a word, like I'll be writing so good, I've got like thousands of words written, and then I just lose my entire train of thought because I forgot how to spell a word, And so I just stare at the screen, trying to figure out how to spell a fucking word, and all of my flow has just died. This is why you should save using eloquent language for after you have your drafts done. That's not good advice. Please don't listen to it. Nobody better take that seriously. I can't be held responsible for your shitty decision making. Oh my god, that happens to me so often. I'll just be like, I hate this. I'm gonna go do something else. You know, that goes with reading and writing stories. Sometimes I'll be reading something, and I'll just be like, okay, that's it. I give up. Fuck this shit. But for the most part, it's when I'm writing something, and then I literally, the only thing that has gotten me through writing a lot of my fics is the fact that they were like halfway published, and I refused to not finish them. The only reason all my fics on AO3 are completed is through sheer force of will. Thunder High! Hello. Another motivator for finishing my stuff is that a lot of the ships I write for are so unpopular, and so I have to be like, I need to finish this. The people that are fans with me need to know that I also enjoy this. I must write for them, if not for myself. What do you hate most? Oh, Wattpad is the worst. When AO3 got shut down for like that day when everything was glitching out, I went to Wattpad and I cried. I despise unfinished stories. Oh my god, unfinished stories. Here's the thing. My own unfinished stories, I hate them with a burning passion. And I also get kind of annoyed at other writers when they don't finish their stories. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand. But, like, come on, man. Can't you at least finish it? It's gotten to the point where if I'm, like, reading something on AO3, I will not read it unless it's finished or has been updated extremely recently. Like, I'll read something that's unfinished if it's clear it's being regularly updated. But if it hasn't been updated in like 3 years, I'm not going to even bother. It reminds me, there's this one long fic that I'm reading, and it hasn't been updated since August, but it seems that that's, like, regular. Like, one of the author's notes says, guys, I'm sorry I only posted one chapter over the course of 2 years. And I was just like, damn. So, like, I don't think that fic is gonna remain unfinished. I think it's just gonna take like 30 years for it to finish. And that's fine. It is what it is. Oh my god. Yes. See, what I've started doing is completely finishing my drafts before I start posting anything. And it's actually really good. It's improved my writing quality so much. Oh my god. Because there's not as many tiny plot holes that just add up. Because I can cut them out. Because I'm like, I just read this chapter 5 minutes ago. And this is a plot hole that I somehow didn't notice. See, I'm gonna end up doing that with Redemption. Like, I'm gonna reread Redemption so I can finally start posting it, and I'm gonna cry of how bad it is. I just know. I know how bad, okay? Like, I don't even need to... Oh, God. Just the prologue alone, I remember how shit it is. How, like, spliced together and sporadic everything about the prologue is. The prologue sucks. Prologues scare me, people, okay? I'm writing this one fic, and the prologue is only like 800 words. Best thing I've written. Best thing I've ever written. It's gonna overshadow the entire rest of the fic because of how fucking good the prologue is. I'm afraid to change anything in the prologue because I'm scared it's gonna send everything tumbling into the abyss. Hello. I mean, you don't need a prologue. Prologues are optional, bro. No one needs a prologue. Just like you don't need an epilogue. You don't need to title your chapters. You could just number them. Okay? I don't know where I was going with this. I'm sorry. My brain didn't fully process what it wanted to say before it started talking. What am I saying? Now I'm just saying shit. Don't you just hate it when the words just the words. Exactly. If you don't understand what I just said, good. I'm sorry. I don't have good volume control. Cause like, okay, usually when I'm talking to people, it's in my school's cafeteria, and let me tell you, I swear I'm surprised I haven't gotten deaf from how loud that place is. So when I'm talking with people, I instinctively will just be talking loudly. Oh, what the? Thunder, where did you go? Thunder, stop disappearing. Don't you know dying may cause death? That would not be very good. Who else will I force to read my fan fictions? Huh. Do I support homosexual marriage? Huh. Well, that's a tough question as a homosexual. Yes, the answer is yes, if you couldn't tell. Okay, Thunder's still here. We don't have to send out the search party yet. Look at baby Shadowstock. He's so sad looking. He's so pathetic. Why am I bullying poor baby Shadowstock? Lamau. Thunder, imagine. Imagine? Imagine. Thunder, it's fine. Buttermilk kept dying yesterday. I was trying to get him trained up so he could take on the gym because none of my Pokemon are fit for the grass gym, but he just kept dying. Buttermilk is a sad and pathetic little creature. Eventually I gave up and had Ember and Slate do it. Not Ember, Amber! Completely different names. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no one in the live chat has context. Me and Thunder are talking about Pokemon right now. We're both playing through Pokemon. I'm playing Pokemon Shield, she's playing Pokemon Scarlet. Thunder, you can't just start saying shit, okay? You're gonna confuse the live chat, Thunder. What did Scarlet and Violet do to you? I think they're fine. Did they do something to offend you? How dare you insult Pokemon Shield? It's one of the best games. I'm not just saying this because of nostalgia, okay? You can't prove anything. Pokemon Shield genuinely has the best running animation, and I will die on this hill. I just love the character, like, model. I disagree. I think Nemona's storyline is shit. I think Arven has the only good storyline. Because at least he has a good motivation. Yeah, he's a little bitch, but he gets better. I think I have a problem with finding the little bitch characters my favorites. This is an issue. Why do I keep thinking they're the best? Why do I like character development so much? I like the story. The story is a bit irritating, though. I don't like Nemona. She's too energetic for me. I'm sorry. I think she's well written. I just don't like her. I don't like energetic people. I'm sorry. Oh my god, Hop pisses me off. Hop is too nice. I have this problem with a lot of the rivals. They're too nice. Nemona actually feels competitive, though. I do like Nemona as a rival. I don't like how in Pokemon Scarlet, there's not one single champion. I hate how it's an entire ranking. That defeats the entire purpose. Like, why would I want to be the, like, champion if there's, like, 17 other champions? Like, what's the point? We can agree and still not hate each other. Let's calm down. Let's calm down, guys. We're allowed to disagree on things. We don't have to kill each other, okay? We don't need to have the violence. It's a little unnecessary. Now, if you started saying things like, you know what, Red? Fine. Let's throw hands. Let's fight. Let's see who emerges victorious. It's not going to accomplish anything, but if you really want to fight me, I guess we can. Like, I don't know. Fighting's not going to prove who has the better opinion. That's not really how that works, but sure. Let's fight. Let's fight. Fight me, Red. Fight me. It's every human being for themselves. Let's go. Yes, Ace, throw all your hands. Just cut them off and throw them. You can reattach them later. Don't ask how you're going to reattach your hands without having hands. It's not the point. Yeah, like, that's the thing. She's well written, but I just don't like her. Black and white is garbage. That's just common sense. Black and white is literally so bad. Everyone's always trying to say black and white isn't actually that bad. You're wrong, though. It just was, okay? Sometimes stuff is shit, okay? I'm sorry, they're creepy about it? You're gonna have to elaborate on how they're creepy about it. No, Thunder. It's not. Thunder, it's not worth the effort. Thunder, play Leaf Green or Fire Red instead. They're infinitely better old games. I know that Leaf Green and Fire Red came out in, like, 2004, and Black and White was, like, what? 2000... When did they come out? That's, like, 2007-ish, right? Or... Hold on. Okay, 2010. Or 2011. Okay. Good to know. So, yeah. That's like a whole 8, not 8, it's like a whole 6 years difference, but still, Leaf Green and Fire Red, infinitely better. Can't spell to save my life. Hold on. Bye. What in the shit? CapCut needs to be able to sort stuff better. I hate CapCut so much. Sun and Moon games are fine. Like, then again, my first Pokemon game ever was Ultra Sun, so I might just be nostalgia biased here. But, like, I think they're fine. Hi, Mare. If who knew how to shut up? Wait, what? Are you talking about the Pokedex shutting up? Or like... I'm confused. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the characters, they don't shut up. They talk too much. Everyone talks so much in that game. Little, like, I think I was, maybe 9. Little 9-year-old me was, like, skipping through all the dialogue going, why won't they stop talking? I'm editing Night Fluff and Shadowstalk having a bonding moment. I would skip through all the dialogue, but then I'd accidentally skip important parts and I'd be lost. I'd go over to my brother like, help, I don't know what to do. And he'd be like, oh, okay, you have to do this and this. And I'm like, yay. That reminds me. My DS stopped wanting to play Pokemon games for some reason. So what I would do is I would have to borrow my brother's. And then his died. And so no more Pokemon Ultra Sun for me.
Girls, why don't you throw me down a hand towel, please?
It was a sad, sad day. But by that time, I already had my Switch, so I already had my first play of Pokemon Shield, so I was fine. Hello. It depends on if the dialogue is good or not. Because if the dialogue is good, then I look forward to it. But if it's unnecessary and drags... Ah! Sorry for screaming. I did not mean to scream that loudly. Mara, your friend sounds stupid. Okay? Like, I understand, kind of, that some people are like, oh, don't do this when asking someone out. But, like, I asked my girlfriend out in the stupidest way possible. And I still succeeded. So if I can do it, you can too. There's no correct way to ask someone out. It all depends on yourself and the person. No story time. You don't deserve a story time. The story time was I was having a mental breakdown for the entire time because she wouldn't fucking respond. I had my whole confession and she just didn't respond for like 5 hours because she was getting ready for a trip. And so I was just like, oh god, I've ruined everything. I don't care about the bus. The bus is not the point. I don't actually remember what the song is called. I'm just gonna scroll through the lyrics, so you can go and pause and try to figure it out because I forgot what it is. I'll figure it out when I have to upload. I don't care! You should have manifested internet! They manifest the internet with internet manifesting powers, obviously. Sorry, y'all. My watermark was being a little bitch and wouldn't summon myself. I had to, like, press the button, like, 7 times before it actually worked. That is the wrong bye. I have never seen someone use the bye, as in farewell, to mean the other bye. How do you do that? My words aren't working. I'm so flabbergasted. I mean, yeah, good idea. Where's the school environment? Where's the school environment? Red, I'm scared. Where is the so-called school environment? Red, is it rapidly approaching my location? Red! Allergies are for the weak. Guys, if you have allergies, just stop. It's that easy. It reminds me of this thing I saw. If your like old relatives ever start doing that weird thing where they're like, back in my day, nobody had allergies. Just say, yeah, because they all fucking died. Why do so many old people do that shit where they're like, there were never allergies back in my day? Yeah, because people just died. Wait, where's Hazel? I see no Hazel. Yeah, because back in their day, those kids just died. Those kids either died or they were thought to be possessed. Okay. Red, I'm scared. Yes. Okay, you said there was a correct answer? So now I'm wondering what you say the correct answer is. Like, you shouldn't only have online friends, but I still think it's genuine connection to have them. Welcome back, Thunder. Okay, so that was the correct answer. Good. Because otherwise I was gonna have to fight. Hello! I didn't read the second fork correctly at all. I'm gonna stop. I mean, Hazel, you're not wrong. But poor Hazel. Hazel, it's okay. Maybe now they'll stop talking about selling online kids. Hazel, they found a new blunder to bully you about. It's okay. It's sell your online. Don't sell your online kids. You can share them. Just don't sell them. Gosh. Wait, when were we bullying Thunder? Why are we bullying Thunder? Who said it was time to bully Thunder? I'm the only one allowed to bully Thunder. Who dares try to take my role? We're so good at spelling in this chat. We're excellent at it. I can see that. Okay, Mare, maybe don't drink 2 energy drinks. Maybe don't do that. That's a bad idea. It's a really bad idea. I'm just saying, excessive amounts of caffeine is not very good. Like, at all. You know, if you keep drinking a bunch of caffeine, eventually your body's gonna get, like, desensitized to it, and so you'll need more for it to actually work. So stop having excessive amounts of caffeine. You're doing yourself several non-favors. I forgot the word for the opposite of favor. My word. What is the word? Guys, help! You're doing yourself, several disservices. Disservices. Yeah, exactly. Don't caffeine overdose. It's a bad idea. Ew, a honey heart. Guys, who thinks we should murder Honey Heart? Who thinks we should burn her at the stake for all to see? Why would you do that? Yeah, Honey Heart can jump off several bridges. I don't know how to convey building with Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition, so we just have Honey Heart looking like she's digging. This is the best I can do, unfortunately. Carrying sticks is for the weak. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Honey Heart's ancestors don't technically exist because I've never bothered to create them, so it's all good. There's no one to apologize for. Honey Heart is so evil that when she was born, her parents dematerialized out of existence. Definitely. Trust me, bro. That's my source for that. Everyone knows the best sources. Trust me, bro. You know, I swear everyone has an OC with, like, the most insane suffix ever. Like, it's not like a specific one. It's just like, why is your OC's suffix Snapdragon? Why is that? No shade! It's just, why? Like, for outrageous prefixes, it's way better if you have an outrageous prefix. Like, does anyone know Flytrap Star? Flytrap works as a prefix. It's a little outlandish, but it's a prefix. It makes sense. A lot of my old Warrior Cats OCs have some weird names. Let's see. Mothfern, Cloudfrost, Crooked Whisker, Black Mouse, Shellfish, Cod Whisker. No, Shellfish was actually one of the best characters. He was the best, actually. He was amazing. And then he died. Let's see. I could probably think of some other names if I try hard enough. Shattered Sky. Later, she was named Shattered Star, but that's not the point. Mint Nose isn't that outrageous, but, Mint Nose. You want to know where I'm getting these names from? You want to know where? Because when I was younger, I couldn't get ClanGen. Because I had no phone. So instead, I made a Minecraft world. I took some papers, wrote stuff down on them, made dispensers, and made my own ClanGen in Minecraft. Eventually, I got sick of the ClanGen and just made my entire Warrior Cat story, my own, entire Warrior Cat story, in Minecraft! I'm trying to think of some of the names. I literally only remember all the events. I don't remember anyone's name. I remember some of the names, but not most of them. Yes, I did. I locked in. I had too much free time. Creamstar is fine. He doesn't have a death, I don't have any plans for his death because the lore isn't going to extend that far. There's no reason to think out his death. I'm still trying to think of some crazy OC names I came up with. Man, I know I have them. I just can't remember. A lot of the leaders had crazy names. I'm trying to think of the leaders former leadership names. Cream Cheese is a guy. He's always been a guy. Cream Cheese is the guyest guy to ever Guiley. Clearsight would say that. Clearsight would say that about him. He's the Tomliest Tom to ever Tom. And Cream Cheese would be like, why the fuck did I marry you? Why did I do this to myself? Yes, Clearsight is also a guy. Okay, well, literally more than half of Wisteria Clan's population is homosexuals, so... The only fucking straight person who's not evil is, Iris Star. Let's see, let's try to list all the straight characters that aren't evil. Melody Purr, Saffron, Iris Star, Topaz Shimmer, Foxbite, Pebble Skip, Sunshine, Pumpkin Patch. Nope, Pumpkin Patch is evil. Crap. My brain malfunctioned. I started listing all of the straight characters. Ash. And that's it. That's it. 8 out of like 19. 8 out of 19 are straight. That's over half that are gays, or some variety of that. Yes, you came back and heard the word homosexuals. That is correct. See, this is why Wisteria Clan is so small. It's actually because they're too gay. They can't sustain a stable population because they're too gay. Actually, all the villains aren't straight. That's incorrect. Hold on, let me go find the one gay villain who exists for like 2 seconds. But they exist. I can't remember what her name is, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Where in the fuck? Wasp! That's her name! Yeah, Wasp is, Wasp is a girl kisser. I know, I'm sorry, guys. There's an evil girly. There's an evil lesbian. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to do it. It was for the plot. It actually is relevant to the plot. Wasp has a crush on Shellclaw, aka Girl. So it's kind of plot relevant. What is with the unrequited girls in this series? Not series, but OCs. Because, let's see. Pebbleskip, unrequited love from Sapphire Shine. Shellclaw, unrequited love from Wasp. Bagel, eventually requited love to Shellclaw. Bagel and Shellclaw get together, fun fact. And if you're asking how the fuck Bagel got a significant other, I don't know either, man. It just happened. It came to me in a dream. You might think that's a joke. It is not. It is not a joke. It came to me in a dream and I made it canon. A lot of things come to me in dreams, okay? I'll never tell you what they are, but they exist. There are several of them. Everything is Yuri. Everything. Yuri is lesbianism. Realizing I didn't put any transitions, but I honestly think it fits. Lesbianism. You know, that's a quote from one of my fics. A character goes, "It's not wrong to like other women, that's just called lesbianism." 'Twas funny. Night Fluff red. Means this is like right after she got run over, so she's bleeding. And this is her after she slices her own legs to leave a bunch of blood on the floor to fake her own death. You know, that canon event where you have to fake your own death because your abusive stepmom wants to kill you. The usual. Oh no, she has those just because she wants them. The vines are just an accessory that she got. She thought they looked cool. They're also inconsistently placed, because sometimes I forget to take them off while filming. For example, chronologically speaking, she shouldn't have them here, because here is her looking at Wisteria Clan camp, well, before, like, slitting her legs open, but whatever. Also, she shouldn't have it here. But it's so noticeable, and I didn't want to reshoot this, so I just pretended not to see it. Red Night Fluff is Night Fluff after getting run over by a bicycle. And that doesn't sound like it would hurt that much. Guys, she's a tiny cat. Not just a kitten, a tiny kitten. About half the size of the average apprentice. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of bicycle it was. That's not the point. Who had that bicycle? Probably Ash's two-leg. Not even gonna lie, she's like the only relevant kitty pet. Aside from like Bagel. It was either Bagel or Ash's human running over Night Fluff. Sorry, I'm back. Why? Why would you ever want to do that? Mare! How could you? What did Night Fluff ever do to you? She's an innocent little creature. She never did anything to no one. How could you? Don't scramble Night Fluff. She is not an egg. The only egg would be either bagel or cream cheese, because they're the transgenders. No! No tossed salad and scrambled Night Fluff. No! This is not okay! Scrambled honey heart just gives you food poisoning and you die. Where's the saturation? I need to kill the saturation. Back. No, you're not being ignored. And that, no, Joy, no, for so many reasons. No, not the honey heart apples. There really isn't an in-between. Apples are either good or bad. You can't have any other. There is no mid-apple. There is only horrible apple that will send you straight to hell. You missed the collapse of the universe. Oop. That is unfortunate. Suddenly, all my motivation for this just died. Suddenly, all my motivation for anything just died. Yeah, I'm gonna end. I'm sorry this is so abrupt, but, like, I genuinely just care.